Hey YouTubers, got another video review for you this week. This one's for your kayak. This is a new product that just come out from a company called Nauti-n-Foul. And so it's a veteran owned company, so make sure you support these guys. I know the guy's deployed right now. I'm not sure where he's deployed at, but I talked to him like last week. And he's a really nice guy, really down to earth. And I told him I would show off this product to you guys and let you see just what you think. I think it's a really cool product, and let me tell you about it. Well, what this is the Glo-n-Yak, and what you do with this is you slide this down into your scupper hole, and basically my hand right there is simulating the scupper hole. And then once you slide that into your scupper hole, you wire this up to a 12-volt power source, and this right here is an LED. And what that does is it shoots light down below your kayak. So, if you're trying to, set your kayak apart and make it look different, they've got different colors. Or, if you're trying to attract fish, you can do that as well. It comes in 3 different colors. They've got white, green, and red. And so I just thought it was a really cool idea. Now, these are not meant to run outside of the water. You can for a few minutes, but if you do it any more than that, this plastic right here will melt because the LED gets so hot, and it will just ruin the light. So make sure that if you run these, that you're running them when your kayak is in the water and these lights are submerged in the water, so they stay nice and cool. But it's really neat because this is adjustable and it fits a bunch of different kayaks. So if you've got some really small scupper holes, you can twist this nut out, and it causes these little arms to come in. And you can see the more that I twist it up, the smaller the space gets up top. And so it'll fit pretty much any size scupper hole. And then if you tighten it up, you can see that these things widen out, and man, it'll fit a huge scupper hole. I don't know of any kayak that's got scuppers that big, but anyways, just thought it was a really neat product. And so when you order one of these lights, they're like $42.95 or something a piece, and I just think they're gonna look good. I've already started the yak power system on my kayak, my Native Titan, and I'm running the all green lights so I can attract fish at nighttime. And I thought it would look really good too if I added these green lights shooting down below. So I just get light all the way around my kayak, even from below and in front and to the sides. So I just think that is going to work out great. And if you're wondering about how much do these draw on your battery, they're all really low power consumption. You can check it out on their website. They've got they tell for each light the amount of lumens and the amount of power draw that they have, and so they've got it all on there for you. And so if you want to check that out, look for the website of Nauti-n-Foul down in my description down below. And so anyways, I've got one hooked up just to a 12-volt rigid battery here, and I've got a piece of tape just on that negative so it don't pop off. But let's see here. You can see right there that joker's bright. Just to give you an idea. Look at that. But I'm going to take it outside, hook it up on the kayak, and show you what it looks like at nighttime, and give you an idea if you like these, or if you don't, or if you want some, or if you want a bunch of them. I think it would be really cool. I wish my kayak had a couple more scupper holes in it. It's only got the 2 in the Native Titan, but I do have a Perception out there that has like 6 scupper holes in it. So it might be really cool to outfit it with a bunch of lights. Now, when you buy one of the lights, it does come with the 2 little butt connectors, and they're really, really small. They're the solderless type, where you don't have to do any soldering. You just take and put the 2 wires, connect there in the middle, and then you heat it up, and that little piece of lead there in the middle just solders the wires together for you and connects them. And then it's heat shrink tubing, so it all just shrinks up around the wire. And then if you want to put some heat shrink around the whole thing, then you can. But the wires are really small. You can see they're really, really tiny wires. I mean, they're just really tiny wires, so you can tell from that they don't draw much power. But I'm going to take you outside and show you what it looks like on the kayak. Bear with me. All right, guys. So I just wanted to show you, I've got a yak sitting up on a couple of stands, and I've got one, I repeat, one of the Glo-n-Yak lights on in the scupper hole, so you guys could see just how bright it is. And man, it's pretty freaking bright. And you know, if you had two on here side by side, that thing's really gonna light the water up. So I couldn't imagine 4 or even 6. You know, it really put out some major light. But let me get a little closer and I'll show you. I just got it dropped down here in the scupper. Let me turn on my light. You can see that I just got the light sitting right there in the scupper hole, and you know, ain't nothing to it. You just pull it in, pull it out. If you want to drop it in this one, you can, and it just fits right in there, and there ain't no chance of it falling out once you get that nut adjusted up. And you know, it ain't gonna be able to pull through. And it's still pretty bright with my headlamp on. Let me turn it off. And you can see that on this kayak, it hangs down probably about 1.5 inches below the hole. But you know, if you're going over some obstacles and stuff, then you know, I wouldn't go over, you know, anything that's going to scrape the bottom of the kayak. But you know, if you're out in deeper water or whatever, then it would be fine. Now on some kayaks, you know, it might not even protrude that deep down in there. And you know, so I think it's a really cool product. Now for some people, they're gonna say, ah, that's stupid, I don't like that, and it might not be for you. But you know, for myself, I think it's gonna look really good with the yak power system, you know, with a green light up underneath here, and then the green lights out to the side. I think it's gonna look really sharp. I really do. So like I said, you know, they're a veteran owned company, and make sure you check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this thing before it gets too hot, but you can see that it's got little bitty wires, so if you got to route them, it's not going to be an issue. I just want to see how hot this thing gets. Oh yeah, I mean, it's pretty hot. I mean, I can still touch it, but you know, if I'd have ran it any longer, I probably wouldn't be able to touch it. But that's what the owner told me, was, you know, the plastic here has a pretty low melting point, and so, you know, it might melt that plastic, and you know, if you left it on, it might, you know, might damage the bulb, you know, might get too hot or something, because it is made to be submerged in the water. But anyways, check them out, Nauti-n-Foul. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description, and also check out my group on Facebook, Fishing Kayak Mods. I've got over 50,000 members, and I also run a group called Kayak Trailer Mods. And man, they're both just growing like wildfire. So if you got any questions about kayaks or trailers or any of that kind of stuff, fishing, you know, just join my group on Facebook. Until next time, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, and you guys have a good one. Thanks.